Can you tell? I just took Radar outside because he is breathing so heavily from our walk. How we went in the bottom corner. Come here. Come here. Hi, honey. Did you enjoy our walk we went on? Yes. Yeah. Was it a good walk? Yeah. Is it the weekend now? Okay. Okay, I'm actually very excited for this video today. This is the first time I'm doing a video like this, so I'm literally super excited. I'm gonna move my camera up a little bit because Radar is trying to expose himself down there. And I'm also sorry if you hear his panting. He just like loves to sit by me. So apologies if it's very loud. I'll try to speak loud to go over top of him. But anyway, I am very excited for today's video. It's a lot different from my normal content, as my normal content is honestly like vlogs and just random videos that I get inspiration for here and there. But as some of you may know, or as all of you may know, I don't know, I am a huge reader. I've always been a huge reader ever since I was little. And I even work in libraries now. My mom's a librarian. Like, I am the biggest reader. I'm now gonna get into my reading vlog of reading Daisy Jones and the Six. I'm very excited. I'm on hold on Libby to read it on the Kindle because I know this is gonna take me longer than a few days to read it. I don't like bringing like big books into work, but I am like 26th in line, so I have a feeling I'm not. So hopefully I'll get a good chunk out of this read throughout the weekend, but I am very excited. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Obviously, I really want to watch the Amazon Prime show as well, so I am very excited. And let's get into starting to read it.
So I thought I needed. Thought I needed. So I thought I needed.
I just finished the first chapter and I wasn't sure how I felt about like the style of writing where it's like back and forth and like interview style, because I feel like I was reading it how I read scripts or Shakespeare, where every single time there's a new name I'll like read it as Daisy, Simone, and then the dialogue that happens after that. So sometimes that got a little annoying, but then like it started to flow better. And I really love the part where Simone said I was the only one encouraging her to make something of herself with her talent. Everybody else just tried to make something of themselves with what she had. And then Daisy goes on to say, I had absolutely no interest in being somebody else's muse. I am not a muse. I am the somebody. End of fucking story. And I love that. I love that she is like starting to like really realize and come into her own. And it's literally only the first chapter, so I have a feeling I'm gonna like this book. But I'm gonna keep reading and hopefully at least get a few more pages in for the night. I ended up scrolling on TikTok and playing my bass for a little bit, so I didn't start actually reading until just now. And it's almost midnight, so I'm gonna read a little bit before going to bed and probably pick up my book again tomorrow. Hello, happy Saturday. I am about to take Radar to Liberty State Park to go read. I did only get 2 chapters into Daisy Jones and the Six last night, so I'm really hoping that I'll be able to read a lot on the way there and also at the park. Obviously, Radar's very excited to go. But normally Radar gets like tired from our walk to get down to the actual park from the stop that we get off at, and then like he's chilling for 10 minutes and then he's like, okay, I'm ready to go back. So I'm hoping I'm bringing enough distractions for him to allow me to read quite a bit while I'm down there. I'm also going to pack my AirPods, listen to some music, and read, and hopefully this will go good, and I'm hoping to get a good chunk read today. So let's go to the park. Wanted to give a little quick update. Radar's here waiting to go outside before we go to bed, but I did go to Liberty State Park earlier with Radar, and I read maybe 40 pages while I was there. I got a little distracted on my phone because that's like a big thing, is like I'll read and then I want to scroll my phone and then it's a big back and forth, and it's something I need to like really get away from my phone for. But I am on page 77 right now, the first right here, but I'm obviously gonna read more before I go to bed. I just finished, obviously this is gonna have spoilers, so I just finished the part where Billy just got out of rehab and Camilla and just met Julia for the first time, which is his baby with Camilla, which is definitely really interesting. I am really getting more into the interview style of the book, which I wasn't sure about at first because sometimes I don't like how I read it, especially in plays when I like read the character's name. But I'm actually starting to really like it. The only thing that I'm struggling with is remembering what each character plays in the band. I have to keep going back and forth trying to remember everything, and I'm trying to find like a quick list. I should just write it down, but I just have to write a quick list of what everyone plays because I keep forgetting and I keep mixing everyone's names up. But I also am going into this book with no idea of what it's about, besides the fact that it's about the band Daisy Jones and the Six. I know that eventually Daisy Jones is going to join the Six, but it's getting there, and it's definitely very heavy into what music and how people would have acted in the 70s, which I really love, and honestly I've been loving it so far, so I have a feeling this is going to be a really high star read for me, and I'm very excited about that because I haven't had a book that I really enjoyed in quite some time, like since January. Well, I did like Greenwich Park, but I didn't like it as much as I liked Anastasia, so again, I'm really excited to continue reading this. I will show you how many pages I read at the end of the night for the day. Oh, I love how my nails match. That's just, okay, this is perfection. Sorry, I just noticed that. But I'm gonna go take Radar outside, and then I'm gonna take a shower and then go to bed. haven't really talked to the camera like since Saturday. I really did not read yesterday at all. Didn't really talk to the camera. I literally made a coffee yesterday, went to read, and then didn't, and ended up editing a video and taking, Radar for a walk. So, didn't read. I also do work 9 to 5, fully in office in the city, so I commute every day. So obviously I'm working most of the days, but I do have a large commute. I commute to the path station and then take the path to work. So I read on my shuttle and then I read on the path. And today we were in such heavy traffic that our shuttle took 40 minutes instead of 10. So I got a fair amount of reading done. I'm about halfway through at this point. I also read in the gardens during my lunch break at work because I like sitting outside to read when it's nice outside, and I have gotten fairly far into the book. Again, I'm about halfway. I am on page 173, and again, this is spoilers. We're on the part of they're just starting, Billy and Daisy Jones are starting to write songs together for the first time, and everyone else just started to try to write the backings for Aurora, like the main song Aurora, not the album. So that's the point we're at. Again, I have been really enjoying how it really does feel like it's a band from the 70s and their take on it. Eddie is honestly really pissing me off at this point because I know like everyone has an ego, but like he should just grow up and like actually face his issues with Billy and not just like hold it back because it's gonna sit and fester, which I have a feeling that later on the book it's gonna blow up. And I also feel like just everything is just gonna fall apart between literally everyone. Warren's just like, I don't see or read much of him at this point, so I feel like he's just chilling in the background. It is literally 9:30. I'm gonna read a little bit before I take Radar out one last time and before I go to bed. So hopefully I get pretty far into Daisy Jones. I read a big chunk today, so we're really hoping to finish it by Wednesday. I think I'm on a good track to finish it by Wednesday. I am now at page 200. I read quite a bit. Well, honestly, not as much as I planned on reading, but I just wanted to talk a little bit before going to bed. It is reading so quickly, like the story, and just because it's an interview style, it's allowing me to read it really quickly. I am getting a little nervous that something's gonna happen. Again, like I haven't looked at any spoilers. I watched the trailer. So I have an inkling. I feel that either right now, from what I'm seeing, is that Daisy's really starting to get feelings for Billy, and that I feel like later in the book they are gonna act upon those feelings. I am reading this and I just have a gut feeling that Billy is gonna break his sobriety. But again, I don't know. Like, again, I haven't looked at any spoilers. I'm really hoping that Billy at least doesn't break his sobriety. But of course, like, you always really want to root for the two protagonists, Daisy and Billy. But again, like, that would also mean that Billy cheated on his wife again, which he did in the first place. But I don't know what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for both to happen, like for him to end up with Daisy, but I'm also hoping that he will end up with Camilla. So that's where I'm gonna end at for Monday, and I will pick up the book again tomorrow, which is Tuesday. I'm currently on my break right now. I'm gonna read. I'm also outside because it's really nice out, but I'm on page 228. And I'm gonna read for the rest of my break and hopefully finish this book by tomorrow because that's when I said I was gonna finish it. Such a vibe having a YouTube video of like just subtle jazz music in a cafe in the background while your dog sits at your feet and reading. So I'm at page 261, obviously about to get to this section, which I believe is the final section, but it's getting interesting. It's getting very interesting. I still don't know what's officially gonna happen between Billy and Daisy, and I feel like my theory is gonna hold true. Either they are going to like end up in a relationship, or Billy's gonna break sobriety. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I still don't like Eddie. I was right about Billy breaking his sobriety, even though it was just like a glass, but he still broke his sobriety, so I was right about this. I still have like this much left to finish, but my break is ending, so I'm gonna go back to work. But I just wanted to say I was right about that. My goodness, Radar and I just went on a walk. So again, he is, as I started this video saying, he is panting. So apologies for that. I just finished Daisy Jones and the Six. So I thought I would give my thoughts. I also did notice that my nails kind of match the book, which made me happy. Let's start from the beginning. Honestly, it took me forever. Not forever, but it felt like a while to kind of recognize all of the characters and the instruments that they played in the band and who was who and what was what and what they did. So that took me a minute because like they were introduced right away, and then like you get their what they did once, and I kept having to go back and remember. I'm like, okay, this person was this person did this, because again, I went into this book not looking at any spoilers, not seeing the show first, not doing anything to like, so literally clean slate. Like all I knew was that it was popular. So again, that's why it probably took me a bit longer to get into like the characters and remembering how everyone was connected. It also did take me a minute to get past the whole like character name, their like speech or whatever, next character, all of that. It reminded me of reading plays. So normally that would annoy me a little bit, but it made it a little easier to read through, which I honestly liked. I liked the way it was written. I did really enjoy it. I am gonna give it a 4.75 out of 5 stars. The reasons why is that First of all, it took me kind of a not a pretty long time, but I really got confused on who the characters were and like what instruments they were playing or like how they were important to the band. So that took me a minute to get, as well as the ending. I wanted more. I felt a little disappointed by the ending. I thought something more could have happened. Obviously, like, try to make it as realistic as possible, but I like it felt like a whole build up for like a little bit of payoff and not like a lot of payoff. So that's why I'm giving it that. But the rest of the story I really enjoyed, mostly because it really felt like I was reading in an interview by a band who was famous in the 70s. Like, it really truly felt like this is the experiences of all of them. And I still stand true to, I do not like Eddie. I have experienced people like Eddie. I've also experienced people like Billy. So goodness, I was a music major. I went to college for music. So like, I've experienced the spectrum. I know the type of egos that they're talking about, and it's just, I know those kind of people, and I didn't really like some of those people. So that was all of my thoughts on Daisy Jones and the Six. I didn't know how I feel about doing this types of videos. I kept forgetting, and I kept thinking it was like weird watching me just sit and read. But let me know if you guys enjoyed watching this video. Let me know if you enjoyed coming along with me as I read Daisy Jones and the Six. Let me know if you want to see more of these videos. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you've read Daisy Jones and the Six. And also comment down below, because I read this, but I don't know if other people read it. Do you read the acknowledgements in the back of the book? Because I do like to read the acknowledgements. So comment that down below. And if you want to see more videos like this or vlogs, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.
2, 3, funky.
My darling, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.